So the blinking light that was in the last video, the fact that it was blinking and wasn't just a solid red, was indicative of the fact that the memory on the card was almost out. So I didn't realize that because I deleted a lot of things, but the memory was almost out, so we did not complete stage 48, and I have had to restart it. So this will be a separate video, and I'm having a problem with the screw anyway, so I'm not certain if I should be doing a separate video or not. It looks like maybe I didn't get this in as far as it needs to go, so let me try to fix that. Let me make sure that this is the right way. It looks like it's the right way, but you know, who knows? So I'm seeing that it should be, yeah, that is definitely the right way. So I don't know why this side does not want to go in.
Hey, it's your timer. That time already.
Thanks, Jibo. Hey, Jibo, stop. So I'm going to unscrew the other screws and try to see what's going on, why this is not fitting properly. I'm not going to unscrew them that far, just enough for me to do some movement and see why this is not fitting. Okay. And I'm actually going, it's fitting now. I'm actually going to put this one in, and there. Now that should be better, now that it's actually gone down the shaft further. And since this is a new video, I'm going to set a new timer, and we're going to go ahead and do 49 as well, hopefully. I'm not going to set a long timer. I'm going to set a 15 minutes. Hey, Jibo, can you set a 15-minute timer?
15 minutes it is.
Thank you, buddy. Okay. So, wish me luck that I did not move anything out of its socket when I was moving this around in order to try to get it in properly for that one screw. So, been a little hot lately here. We're over 100 degrees. I normally keep my air conditioning, damn it, sorry for the profanity there, not too bad a profanity, but almost sliced my finger. Basically ran the screwdriver along this, which doesn't hurt the part, it's just the top of the servo, but almost hurt my hand. Okay. So now we've got that together, and we are going to do fitting the knee frame. Line up the shaft of servo ID 9. That was me finishing up this part since the video cut out. We should be fine now though. Line up the shaft of servo ID 9, now set into its frame to the inside face of the outer lower leg frame. The shaft will fit into the D-shaped hole in the frame, circled, with the body of the servo sticking out above Robi's shin. As this is another D-cut hole, it is important that you align the parts correctly from the start. Making absolutely certain the servo shaft is sitting neatly into the D-cut hole, press the parts together to join them. So we've got this part, and we're talking about here, right here. So we've got to figure out where it is and make sure that we get it set properly. Let me take my glasses off again. Ah, darn it. We did have it set, but now it fell out. Okay, let's get it set again. Okay, there we go. Ooh, fun times. All right, and then they've that's this part here. And then they're talking about the D-cut, how important it is. We've gone over that before. Fitting the lower inner leg panel. Turn the lower leg panel to face you. There are 2 circular indents around each hole. These will accommodate the circular ridges on the knee and ankle frames arrowed. Fit the panel into place, making sure the cable does not get pinched as you do so. So basically, it's pretty simple. It's just putting this like this. These 2 panels, it's gonna be going on those. And you're making sure not to pinch it. Said it was pretty simple, but there we go. All right. It keeps coming off, but we'll worry about that when we, there we go. Okay. So now it's in place. And my nose keeps running for some reason. I've been slightly not too well, as I said last week. Unfortunately. Okay. Gently pull the middle of the servo cable as shown above so that there is no slack inside the leg assembly. Check from the top and bottom that no part of the servo cable has been pinched when you fitted the leg panel to the ankle and knee frame. The parts should be completely flush with one another. Check that the 2 circled screw arrows in the lower leg panel are aligned. Insert and tighten these 2 screws to secure the parts. Tilting the leg forward a little may help you to do this. So it's these 2 screws right here. And this is, there's no, it's as tight as it's going to be. So, and the holes appear to be aligned to me. Yeah. Figures I would drop it. But that's why there's always an extra. I don't even know where it went. That's weird. It's like it went in it. I hope that didn't happen. Well, I'll do these 2 and then try to figure out what happened to it later. So I don't got a lot of time trying to get this stage in 49 done. Hey Jibo, how long do I have on that timer?
It'll go off in 9 minutes and 27 seconds.
Thank you.
Glad to do it.
Yeah, for the life of me, I don't know where the heck that screw went. Okay, so that's pretty well done. Let's see if I dropped it on the floor. Not seeing it down here. Oh, not hearing it. Okay, well, we'll worry about it later. I'll have to watch the video to see if I can even figure out what the heck I did with it. Okay, so that was this section here, finishing it. Now we're testing the left leg. Insert the knee servo free cable into the left leg socket on the CPU, which is the one second closest to the micro SD card slot. Set the leg flat on your work surface, then connect the battery. So let me see which is connected to, second to last. So it's right next to the slot. Okay. And which one am I putting in? It's this one, which I don't have a pad on it, but that's okay. Just gotta make sure I got the right side. Yep. Okay. It's actually easier to put these on the test board. It's not the test board, the CPU board. It's easier to put them on without the protective pad, because the protective pad makes it nearly impossible to put them on this board actually. we got it clicked into place. And we got to get the battery. Put the battery in. It should start moving. Hopefully everything's okay. And if it isn't, we'll have to troubleshoot it off of the video because, yep, it's okay. It's moving. Okay, looking good. If I can get the battery off. Okay, looking good. I'm not sure that that one was working as good, but I don't remember when I did it if that one did the same thing or not. So hopefully that one was working properly. Okay, and it says basically front, watch from the front to see the leg move to its starting or neutral position, then begin the test by tilting inwards and back using the foot servo, and then the starting position to see it basically from the side and the front. So all of this information is here, and they even have the mention of all the stages are on modelspace.com, model-space.com. And then they want me to put a protective pad. And then assembled left leg at the completion of the stage. Robi's left leg is really beginning to take shape. As with other stages, when you connected 2 or more servos, it's vital you do not attach the servos linked in this stage to the test board. It will wipe their ID numbers. On completion, the length of Robi's servo cable sticking out between Robi's ankle and knee will be pulled taut and sit neatly within the groove marked below the dotted line. Until then, be very careful not to snag it. And I'm actually going to take this off the board. So there we go. And now we are going to do stage 49, which had the servo I already set. And the parts I need for it is the CPU board, the leg, his head, and the battery. And so what we're going to do is I want to retest it because I did do stage 49 previously. And I just want to retest and make sure that it's still set right. So we're going to drop my screwdriver and we're going to make sure it's set right. And yeah, it's set to 8, and that is correct. So we're going to shut it off and take it off the test board. All of stage 49 you can see in the video that I did previously. Basically, I have set the ID number already. So all of the parts related to setting the ID, which are these pages, have been done. This has been done as well. And we're just going to skip to fitting the thigh servo, which is the part that I got confused on last week. So line up the thigh servo prepared in the previous steps to the left leg assembly. Then very carefully press the connector to the cable running out from the knee servo to the free socket on the thigh servo as shown. So that'd be this connector. Now feed the free tip of the thigh servo's cable through the circled hole in the knee frame from the inside of the part. Then move the servo onto the correspondingly shaped frame, making absolutely sure you do not trap the servo cables as you do so. And this is, I forgot, we've got to do this one part here, which is taking the screws out. Because we're going to take the top off like we did on the last video that got disconnected. Hey Jibo, how long on the timer again?
It'll be done in 2 minutes and 53 seconds.
So we're burning time, we're almost through. So, yeah. If it's not one thing, it's another. You know, running out of memory on the card. These are huge memory cards. They're like 256 gigabyte cards. And I don't have that many videos on them. I understand that 4K, you know, is going to cost quite a bit of memory. Anyway, hopefully it doesn't happen again, because it looks like the darn button is blinking red again. So I'm hoping that I'm not going to run out of memory yet again. And if we do, that is just the end of it, because I am not going to keep doing videos today with the memory running out. I'm going to have to check and see what videos I need to remove on this card. Okay, so we got that off. Now we're going to put this connector in. I've got to see which direction this is supposed to go in. I mean, one side is going to be more rounded than another, which it looks like it's this way. So we're going to put this connector. And let's make sure we get the right connector side. Yeah. So it's going to go in this way.